Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to talk about something very interesting, something which all of us must encounter in one way or another. We're going to talk about loneliness, and I'm going to share on loneliness specifically after narcissistic abuse. Recovery from a narcissistic abuse is not a walk in the park, and it will really push you to the dark edges of your inner world. Once you've left that relationship, like you expected to be free from the shackles of someone who mistreated you, but now you are faced with another unpleasant journey of going to face the fears which are deep within you. The journey is filled with various crippling feelings, and one of them is, of course, loneliness. Loneliness can be defined as that deep feeling of unhappiness and sadness caused by unfulfilled connection with yourself or to others. And the thing is, we should not confuse loneliness with being alone. Being alone doesn't mean you are lonely. It just means that there is a lack of a physical proximity to someone else, while loneliness is a deep emotional state. The thing is, you can be with a multitude of people, or you can be with inside a crowd, or even with your family and friends, and you can still feel lonely. When you've been involved with a narcissist, you will experience two kinds of loneliness. The first being feeling lonely in that relationship, which results from the fact that you have no authentic connection with the narcissist. And the other being the loneliness after you've left the relationship. You see, one often feels lonely when they are in a toxic relationship because they feel so disconnected with their partner and with the world. And as I said in the past video, like being in a toxic relationship is more like a full-time job with no pay, as you have your toxic partner as the center of your life for most of the time. And this can be either negatively or rarely positively. So you are so busy trying to keep yourself safe from them, like you are working on eggshells and you are afraid of their name calling, their emotional abuse, their verbal abuse, their physical abuse. And you are also preoccupied with trying to satisfy their never-ending needs. So you are so busy in that relationship. The thing is, every interaction with the narcissist in that relationship is so intense to the point that it occupies a huge amount of your mental energy and focus. So the relationship in itself offers a distraction from the loneliness you have deep within you. And it also evokes the feelings of being unworthy of authentic connection. And the thing is, the relationship also results in feelings of mental instability, which makes you feel so alone in life and you even believe that no one can understand you. So the paradox is this: the relationship in itself makes you feel so alone, while at the same time, it offers you a distraction from the loneliness lacking deep inside. And a distraction can either be harmful or healthy. So the relationship is making you feel lonely. At the same time, it's providing you a distraction from the loneliness you've been having deep inside you because you are so busy. So that's the paradox of it. You will also experience loneliness because when you leave that relationship, there is a huge gap of emptiness now that the distractions are gone. The distractions you used to get from that relationship. And this intensifies the loneliness deep within you. And on top of this, you are always unaccustomed to having me time when you're in that relationship, as you probably spent most of your time serving your partner's needs, which further fuels the deep feeling of emptiness because you feel like you have nothing to do that can make you less lonely. You may have lost your hobbies, interests, activities, friends, or any healthy distractions to at least lessen the painful feelings of loneliness deep within you. And so the thing is here, I'm not advocating that the distractions is the best thing to deal with loneliness. I'm just saying that without those distractions, sometimes you will feel more lonelier because you don't have something to distract yourself from the loneliness inside you. And that's what the relationship was providing you with. And the other thing is, the relationship also like distorted everything you stood for, and you even lost touch with everything around you, which even makes you lonelier. The other thing we need to note about loneliness is that it's like you were just used to your partner occupying all your mental and physical time, that you had completely forgotten how to get through your day without their presence. And their presence here can be it can be negative or positive. So these feelings of being empty inside may also make you feel that you have nothing left to share with the world, which even isolates you further. So a toxic relationship will make you lonelier. Of course, you were lonely before, but it will make you lonelier. So why is loneliness so painful? The thing is, loneliness is a painful experience because when we are alone, we feel so exposed, like we are totally naked without any distraction. And that means that we can see all our anxieties, stress, guilt, feelings of unworthiness, and all those deep, painful feelings which we mostly run away or hide from. We mostly avoid them by either distracting ourselves or by just jumping from one relationship to another, as long as it keeps us from going inwards. In fact, the fear of loneliness, is one of the factors which may make someone to choose or to feel that they are better off in a toxic relationship as long as it covers those deep wounds. And the other thing is, when someone is lonely, they just have this feeling that there is no one out there for them. There's no one out there to offer them comfort. There's no one out there to offer them companionship. And this pain may also feed us with this false premise that we are so unloved or we are unworthy of love, which is just part of our human conditioning, which links our worth or our sense of being loved with how other people view us. Like when you have people by your side, we've conditioned to feel that you are feeling loved. So that's why when you are alone, when you are lonely, you might feel really bad because you feel that you are so unworthy and you are so unloved. And what makes loneliness even more painful is the fact that it triggers some of our past experiences of feeling rejected or abandoned by our caregivers. You see, the thing is, childhood is where most of our subconscious beliefs on how we live our present life are developed. So, the silence offered by the loneliness triggers some of those past painful experiences. And that's why you choose to feel it with something to escape the painful silence. So, how do you deal with loneliness? Of course, I'm not going to advise you to distract yourself from the loneliness or to bottle those painful feelings, because it just postpones the deep problem. To embrace the loneliness, you have to lean into the discomfort of that loneliness and see it for what it is. You see, the thing is, what creates the disconnect is just those subconscious beliefs we've developed as a result of our past experiences. Like those beliefs prevents us from living life more presently, and they keep us anchored in the past. So when you work on clearing those subconscious beliefs or transforming those subconscious patterns, then you'll be able to see yourself for who you are and not from the eyes of your past painful experiences. And the thing is, when you are present, it means that you are connected to your authentic self. And this means that you feel safe within yourself. And when you feel safe within yourself, you don't have the urge or the craving to escape from yourself and look for safety in someone else. That's what we mostly do. And the thing is, connection with others only begin when you have a deep connection with yourself. Like, you cannot connect with another when you cannot even connect with yourself. So you have to be safe within you instead of searching for safety in your relationship. The thing is, when you are abused, you move away from your authentic self. And when you start healing, you are now moving back towards who you are. The thing is, you can view loneliness as a disconnect from your authentic self. And to deal with loneliness is when now you reconnect with your authentic self. and now you embrace your aloneness because you are just sufficient by yourself. So, to conclude this, loneliness is just an invitation for you to go inwards and do some inner work and get in touch with what you always run away from. And lastly, if you really feel lonely and you want a stopgap measure, not permanent, as you work on resolving your deep hurts, then you can connect with other survivors of abuse, you can reach out to a friend, or you can get a pet. The thing is, you can use healthy distractions, like healthy distraction like hitting the gym or just reading a book, healthy distractions. But and then I want us to be clear here. Do not use another relationship or friends with the benefits as a healthy distraction. Use everything else which you will not get attached aside from a new relationship. But you can only use them as a stopgap measure when you are really in the process of finding yourself. Not as a permanent fix, like I'm getting a dog and then I'll never be lonely. No, you can get that dog as just a stopgap measure when you are now finding yourself, when you are now dealing with your loneliness. So distractions can be good as a stopgap measure, but not a permanent fix, not as an escape. Hope you found this challenging, guys. And if you'd like some help with clearing those subconscious patterns, let's connect or click the link in the description and book a free call with me. I hope you found this challenging and informative, and you are worthy of love, and alone you are enough. That's it for me today, guys. Until next time, see ya.